they get their heat from the surroundings. Yeah, so put them in. They're battling one another, the males to push each other over. Hello, welcome back to Crow's Geckos. And what are we doing today? We're on the floor with a Sulcata tortoise. Yeah. So you're probably, if you stumbled across this video, you probably looked into Sulcata care. So we wanted to do the truth about owning a Sulcata in Britain, because it's not the best of ideas, is it? No. So in reality, my advice would be no. Do not get a Sulcata tortoise if you live in a climate where it's cold in the winter, because they don't hibernate and they need the heat all the time. And the other thing is, what about them, Jessica? They do get protected, but they get big, don't they? Yeah, so our Betty here, well, Betty is actually a Bob, isn't she? He,
Bob.
she.
He.
Yeah, and if you want to know about sexing the Sulcata, at a young age is very, very hard. It's
be this big.
even bigger. It's very, very
I
hard.
want even to hold it anymore.
But Betty Bob here has got to an age where she actually showed us, didn't she? He.
He.
Yeah, so she got out her Demigorgon, which was, yeah. So, yeah, owning a Sulcata in Britain, at the moment it is winter, and it is, in my opinion, a bad idea, isn't it? Because they need temperatures of around 29 to 40 degrees, and they need a big area, don't they? What's going on? What's happened?
Sorry.
They need a big area, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to be able to reenact that, because what they want to do is their diet is made up mainly of fibre. Fibre? So where did I get to? Yeah, their diet. So yeah, mainly what they want to do is they'll be out, because they come from the Sahara, so they'll be out grazing on grass the whole time, so their diet's made up of fibre. And obviously in Britain, not ideal to keep them outside, because they will die of the cold, won't they? Yeah? Are you pretending to be a duck? So obviously they'll be out grazing all day, but we can't do that in England. But a lot of the time what we do, she here is at her size now, where she's got a little hide box, she's got UV light in there, she's got heating in there. What she tends to do is go in there and she'll warm up, and then she'll let you know exactly what she wants to do. So she'll go to the back door and we'll let her outside for a while, grazing on our grass in the garden for about 10 minutes. And then she'll come back to the back door when she's cold, go back in her heat box and heat herself up. But obviously we don't let her do that all the time, do we? So we have to feed her in the house. So what do we feed her in the house?
Stuff what got grass.
Yeah, we feed the little grass cubes, don't we?
Do you want to go get some out the bag?
You go get some.
One piece.
Yeah,
You need
couple.
more than one piece. Where's it? If you get a plate, off she goes. So yeah, they get very, very big. At the moment, she, Betty Bob, is about 4.5 years old, and she's going to get tremendously larger. I mean, they can get up to weights of 100 pounds.
Can you show the camera?
So that's what we like to feed her, isn't it? Oh, she's off. Yeah, so what that is actually got it from the horse feed shop, didn't we? So that is just pure grass combined together. I mean, they can eat a little bit of banana stuff, like sweet stuff, but not very often at all, because it's not good for them, is it?
No clothes.
And the other thing about them is, obviously, we need to keep them hydrated. So what do we do to keep her hydrated?
We give her water.
We always offer her water, yeah. But we like to give her a bath as well, don't we?
And we take after her every day, because she didn't, when she goes outside, she can't get cold, because then she'll feel poorly.
She will, yeah. So we don't let her out very often. In the summer and the warm days, yeah, it'd be fine. She'll be able to go out there and graze. The other thing you've got to worry about is digging and destructiveness.
What is that there?
Because we're going to give her a bath in a minute, aren't we?
Here, in
Yeah.
the video.
Yes. I'll go get some warm water in a second.
Yeah, like hot water.
Yeah. But yeah, the other thing is very destructive
cold
animals.
water, but because we can't get a cold water because you'll feel poorly.
Yeah, no, it needs to be like lukewarm, not hot.
Just a little bit hot.
Yeah, it's a little bit hot. Yeah, so because they're very destructive because she was kept in the cupboard in her big mud pit, wasn't she? But she wasn't very happy
And
about
she
being
got a
in
new.
there.
She got a new house.
Yeah, so she was always trying to break through the walls. So yeah, if you like your walls, don't get a sulcata.
Or we can get a slide. Once you had a different one, we went to the glass slide, and then you made a new
Yeah,
one.
and I made a new box, didn't I? So in
Do you
a
like
box
her
in the
colour?
house, we have a heating and a UV, so she goes
And
to
we
the
have
mud,
little
where she's
flapper
actually
things.
going right now. Where Betty likes to stay during the day at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, and she's got a little black
So
thing.
I made a box in here because before we had digging
But you
areas, we had
can't see
basket
it.
spots and
You
everything.
can't see it, but you might bring the camera over.
Yeah, but the problem was she was destroying the walls because she was constantly wanting to get out.
Yeah,
So I
we-
thought
we
she's
got-
obviously not got enough room. She doesn't want to be
She
there the
went
whole
to the-
time. Huh?
We wanted to get a slide in a different one and two straight two bits on.
Yes. So we
flat bits
built
to
this
Let her go up.
so that she can go in and out. We've got a nice hot area there.
No.
So really during the day
She's done the poo in the bed.
she has done a poo in her bed. So she's got
Daddy
she can
can
go in
clean
there
that.
warm up, but she's actually got free roam in a house, which again is a stupid
And
idea
you can open it up the top.
because they will go to the toilet
Daddy.
wherever they feel
And
like it.
Daddy, you can lift it up on the top.
Yeah, we can lift it up on the top so we can access everything in there. But yeah, she'll go in there when she wants to warm up. She'll stay in there for a little while, won't she? And then she'll come back out.
Get her food.
Go get her food, yeah, that's fine. So yeah, she'll go in there. We made that.
Water.
Hey?
Well, we're going to let her warm up first before you give her a
We'll warm her
bath.
up in the bath. We'll give her a bath in a
Actually,
second.
there's poo-poo in the
Yeah,
Yeah.
Daddy can clean that.
So as you can see, she's got a little bit of pyramid into her shell. I'm not too worried about it, but that's another reason why they're difficult to keep, because you want to keep their shell nice and smooth. Like, is she? I get her a sec. As you can see, she's got a few lumps sticking up. It's not ideally what you want. You want a nice smooth shell.
I can hold her up.
Yeah, and best way to get that is obviously they need the right
getting-
lighting,
She's not had
right
it from me
heating,
because she's a
humidity, diet.
How hot? How big is she?
How big is she? I haven't actually weighed her or measured her, but on an average, they will grow twice their size a year.
Like 1 minute.
In a year. So that's why at the moment I'm actually building an outside enclosure for her, which will be heated. She'll
Yeah,
have-
like a big giant.
yes, yeah,
Like she can be outside.
yeah. So at the moment we're happy enough for her
She'll
to
be
just
this big.
come here. So at the moment we're happy
She'll be
enough
this
to
big.
let her roam around in
She'll
the
be
house.
this big.
Yeah. Well, he, yeah.
He will be that.
But what they are, they're amazing. They're African spur-fi tortoise.
How
As well.
old is he?
But as you can see, they get their name from all these spikes.
How
And
old
then
is
the
it?
gulas at the front, I mean, is a male, so these will get quite large, and they use them actually for battling. They'll battle each one another, the males, to push each other over.
How old is Betty?
She's about 4.5, I think she is.
He, she.
She, yeah. Sorry, you're going to like he, she. And all these lumps here, they're all bones. And what they're made for is, in the wild, they will dig
They'll
massive
dig.
burrows. They will dig massive burrows. Because at night they want to go down and feel safe. For temperature control as well.
Like dig with them.
They do a lot of digging. So obviously you want to be able to let them have areas to dig. Obviously,
Or him can do it with his nails.
yeah, they've got the big nails there, the big elephant feet. And when they get scared, we'll see if we can get her to do it. They'll pull her arms in. Let's say, pull your arms in. Pull your arms in. But boop you on the nose. There you go. There you go. Boop, boop, boop. And then there you go. When they feel threatened, they'll hold that in so they're nice and protected.
No, from birds.
Well, birds and other animals that want to eat them. But yeah, they're also the largest land-dwelling tortoise in the world and third largest tortoise in the world.
They've got a show.
Behind the Galapagos and the Aldabra.
Show for them to protect them.
They have. This is all to protect them, but it's all their body as well, so they can feel everything through them.
I know that.
Yeah, so they're not like something that can walk out of it. They grow with their shell.
Oh, he likes it on his bottom.
Yeah, they like a scratch on the bottom.
We don't like this one.
No. But they get quite fond of you, well, because she'll follow me about in the house, won't she?
Yeah, when she wants to follow me.
Yeah, so she's
Or
quite
follow
good.
me, or
So
follow
yeah,
Mummy.
obviously when they're babies, they come out. They're tiny, cute little things. But the reality of owning a Sulcata is a lot different, because that cute little tortoise is going to grow up to be a giant, and it doesn't really take very long. I mean, I know she's 4.5 years old.
How more days?
A lot of days. So yeah, she's only 4.5 years old, but she's going to get so much. Well, he's going to get so much bigger.
Yeah.
And you've got to make sure you've room. But also, because how old do they get?
I don't know.
They get about 80, 90 years old, so they're going to outlive Mummy and Daddy, and possibly even you. So you've got to always make sure that you've got a plan in place.
I want even to hold it.
Yeah. So
Or
shall
you, or Mummy.
we get Betty a bath ready?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Let's go.
The other reality, hydration. So how often do we like to give Betty a bath?
A little bit hot.
Just the water you want it, so it's just warm to touch, not too hot. Obviously they're reptiles, so they get their heat from their surroundings. Yeah, so put Betty in. So ideally we actually bath them about 2 to 3 times a week. That's not to keep them clean, well it is to keep them clean as well. But they're getting a lot of their hydration. She'll lay in there and she'll soak up all the water, occasionally drink it.
Yeah.
But they get a lot of their hydration, don't they? From giving a good old soak.
So I don't think he can breathe.
Yeah, they can breathe.
Are you sure? She's blowing bubbles
she's
in
got
her nose.
She's got her nose out. So I like to give her a good bath. We leave her in here for 10
Don't
to
splash
20
her
minutes
face.
or until she gets fed up. Don't we? Yeah?
Might get a towel for her.
Yeah, you can go get a towel if you want.
Towel after. But yeah, we like to give her a bath for another reason, 2 to 3 times a week. So if you're ever going on holiday, you've got to figure out what you're going to do with your tortoise, and you've got to trust someone.
Clean it with a towel.
Oh yeah, you can. It's fine.
Oh yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Wash her shell.
So yeah, you want to put someone who you can rely on, because they're going to need to bath her, feed her properly. There you go. Oh, as a treat what do we like to do as a treat? Well, it took us ages to figure this out, because we could only find videos of people saying collard greens, and I thought, what is a collard green? And obviously there are a lot of American. Spring greens is what they are.
What's
So occasionally she'll get spring greens.
What are they?
I'll get the bag in a minute. Yeah, so what we like to do. But
Now she's nice and shiny.
yeah. Right, so we'll leave her alone for a minute. Let her have a soak, because you're freaking the poor thing out.
Do you want to go get another towel, Jessica, for after?
Yeah. So yeah,
Gone
we like to leave her
upstairs.
in there for a while until she gets fed up. You'll know they're fed up, they'll try and break their way through anything. Also, glass enclosures, things like that are a terrible idea. Because
Yeah, just lay it on the floor.
the problem with Sulcatas is if they can see through something, they think they can get through something. And actually, sometimes even if they can't see through
Trust
something,
it to Marshall's.
yeah, and sometimes even if they can't see through it, they're going to try and get through it. So if you've got a glass enclosure, they're probably going to smash their way out of it.
When
Aren't
you
they?
try to go up, you have to put your sleeves
Yeah. So area, heat.
Like it out.
Yeah. So at night, what we
Yeah.
like to do is she'll go in her box. She likes nice and secure in there. She likes to hide, but we will actually lower the temperature at night, because this house sits at about 20 to 21 degrees at night. So the heating does go off. Yeah, and then in the morning all the heating goes back on.
Good, put something cold in the hot water.
Yeah. So the other thing is obviously males and females. If you're going to think about getting more than one, you're a complete nutcase. Because females can stay together, males will battle out. Males and females can stay together. Males want to hump everything, even if it isn't a Sulcata tortoise. Yeah, I think that's enough for her. Him. So what other information can we give out? I'm trying to think of everything. Do they bite?
No.
No. You know, you're
They'll
pretty,
be kind.
they're quite kind. Likes to follow us about, doesn't he?
They got their own characters, haven't they?
Oh, they got a character or what? When we first got him, he was very timid, wasn't he? Always hiding, wasn't used to the place, and that took him.
Yeah, but he's still like it.
No, he follows us about now.
But when we start...
Chases after Bubba, doesn't he? Did
Chases
the other
after
night.
The dogs.
Yeah.
You're going to tripped over him a few times because he just appears behind you. Yeah. Go. Yeah, so I've given a lot of ideas of why it's not a good idea to own a Sulcata, but what are the upsides of owning Betty Bob here? Why do we want Betty Bob?
Because
Freddie did want the
Freddie
tortoise.
did want a tortoise, yeah.
We were looking at tortoises. I mean, a better alternative probably would be a Herman's tortoise or something smaller like that. A lot of the times they're called Russian tortoises. They're nice and small, you can keep them in the enclosure. But me being me,
I like to put a sticker at the front of them.
yeah, I saw our Betty Bob up for sale here, and I thought, a Sulcata, why not? How hard can it possibly be? I think they can't be that hard to look after, can they?
No.
They are. They require a lot of attention, a lot of looking after.
No.
We let her go out for 10 minutes or so in the garden if it's nice weather.
Like I like it.
You've got to make sure they don't disappear.
Yeah.
In the summer, you probably take your eyes off her and she'll dig a hole and
She
disappear.
did that before, didn't she?
Yeah, she hid behind the shed,
Yeah,
didn't
hid
she?
behind the shed, didn't she?
Leave it me.
Took me a while to find her. That was warmer temperatures, that wasn't during the winter. So yeah, I think we're about done, aren't we?
No.
No? What else?
We
Get your hands out. Let her come out. We're freaking her out, the poor girl. Hey? You've got her food ready. Where did you put those cubes? That's another idea, because what we got is the grass cubes. If I get the back food, because obviously they eat a lot. We got this. Just to give you some ideas. That's pure grass pellets. They can be a bit fussy with this. I found one good way to get them to eat
What are
is...
these called?
That's an alpaca.
Alpaca and a horse.
Alpaca, horse, goat. They don't have a Sulcata on the front though, do they? So yeah, this was quite good, and they can be a bit picky, but what we done is we soaked it a little bit, didn't we? So it's a bit moist, and then she went in it quite well. And when it's treat day, a lot of the time we'll mix the treats in with this food.
Sheep before at the goat.
Yeah. Put that back. Oh, sorry, Betty, I've just scared the life out of you. So if you live in a warm climate, where you can keep them safe outside all year round, yeah, they're a brilliant tortoise. If you're living like we are in England, we have lots of different seasons. No, let her soak for a bit, yeah? We'll do it after. We'll let her have a good soak first. So yeah, Sulcatas, Britain, terrible idea. Unless you've got the room, it is honestly, it's a terrible idea.
When she keeps not getting scared, she won't put her head in.
No.
When she gets
No, so my advice would be to anyone who hasn't got the room and the time to actually look after and put the effort into these Sulcatas, it is a terrible choice. But if you have got the room and you have got the time, they make amazing pets, don't they? They're amazing to watch, their personalities, everything about them is absolutely brilliant. But yet again, terrible idea. So, what we're going to do when he is fully grown. Because at the moment I'm actually insulating the shed, running electrics into the shed so that the whole area, we've got a big shed.
When it gets big, he'll go in the shed.
Yep, so have all the heating, all the lighting he needs in there, have a room to walk about.
Well, we have to fix that window, don't we?
Yeah, the window's broken, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got a lot to do since then, but in the meantime she's happy enough, he's happy enough, living in the house, wandering about.
When he wants to get outside, we can get him outside.
Yeah, it goes out for about 10 minutes a day.
But we can't hear him if we...
Yeah, but that's where you keep an eye on him, don't you? Yeah? So, I hope this video has helped in any way. in some ways, I hope I've put some people off of buying a sulcata or owning a sulcata, because they start off small and they get big, really, really big. Yeah?
Yeah.
Again, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, subscribe to our channel. Yeah?
Share.
Share it, like it, comment on it. I might get a little bit of hate from this one. I don't know what you're saying. So yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Say bye.
Bye.